What's up YouTube? Thrift Hunter here with this week's garage sale and estate sale finds. Picked up this piece last week. For those of you who watch my eBay store, maybe you saw this already. I listed it. It's got absolutely no interest. I paid $20. I think it's totally awesome. It's signed. It's dated 1966. It's a vintage piece. I believe this is lacquered wood, and then it's kind of done in a mosaic. It kind of looks like a stained glass window or something. So I picked up that this week. Picked up some of this stuff from an estate sale this week. Here is a gold filled bracelet, $9. It's not really a bad price when you consider gold filled is pretty much silver. So if this was silver, $9 wouldn't seem so bad. But picked that up. I picked up these sterling silver cufflinks. These are just tennis cufflinks marked sterling. These are Fenwick and Sailors. It's marked F and S right there. These are about $35 to $40. I paid $3. I picked up a filigree sterling brooch. It's marked 925 Mexico on the back. Paid about $7 for that. Picked up this pearl necklace. It was only $6 or $7. It's got a 14 karat clasp. These 14 karat clasps usually have about $10 in gold there, so not a bad pickup there. They're about half a gram usually. I picked up this sterling leaf bracelet. This is another Dane Craft sterling piece there. Nice bracelet. That was $3. I picked up this sterling bookmark. It was $12, which it would be, a little bit much for any normal bookmark, but this one is a Kirk Ensign bookmark, and if you know about Kirk, their stuff is always popular, this Kirk rose kind of pattern, no matter what it is, if it's a pie slice or silverware or just anything that's Kirk, tends to sell for a little bit more than what something else would in sterling. I picked up this small cloisonne dish. It was only $3 and it's just kind of nice. It's got a piece of low quality jade that's in the bottom there, but for $3, not a very expensive piece, but if I get a bunch of cloisonne pieces I can put this kind of in the group. And it just looks nice, so I got that. Picked up another cross pen. This one's 14 karat gold filled. It was $3. I've been buying a lot of these and I've sold every single one I've ever bought. I've probably bought almost 15 of these things now. I get about 10 bucks a piece, and especially these 14 karat ones that are nice with the sleeve are worth a little bit more than the 12 karat gold filled ones, but picked that up. I got, let's see, some pearl. These are 14 karat and pearl earrings, Mervyn's. I paid $12, pretty good price. I can get about 35 to 40 for those. And they probably came from Mervyn's, probably cost like 125 bucks new. Little tiny diamond in there, but nothing special. So I got that. I picked up this knife. It's just a small knife. It was only $5. This is a kinfolk's knife. And I really like the kinfolk's knives, especially the large ones, but this small one's pretty cool for $5, no problem. Pick that up. I got this sterling silver brooch. This one, it says like handmade electroformed sterling silver, designed by E&L. It's made in Israel. They thought that meant like it was electroplated or something, like it was a plated piece, but it's actually sterling. Really nice and heavy. I paid, I believe, $15 for this, which is a little bit more than I like, but since it's, brand new with the tag and it's a dragonfly, it's big and heavy silver, I'll have no problem getting like 30, 35 for that, and it'll sell pretty quick. So I got that right there. I picked up this Parker pen set. I don't think this is necessarily a really rare Parker. I think this is a newer one. It's made in England, and it is pretty nice though because it's all silver with the gold cap there, and it's got the gold part on the bottom and the gold part on the top, which means it's got like that double mark there that's matching. Nothing crazy. I paid 20 for it. Is it worth 20? I don't know. I think with the box and all the parts and everything, I think I can get more than 20 for it, but I might have paid a bit much for that. I got some more pieces here, just a small silver filigree bracelet there, and this is a gold-filled Aurora Borealis glass little necklace with matching earrings, $12 for all that stuff. Not a bad deal. Picked up a couple more pieces here, just another Swiss manual wind watch, gold-filled, $5. I can usually pay $5 for any of the gold-filled ones. You want to look for the ones that say that they're gold-filled. Those ones are usually a little bit better, just because there's like almost $3 or so worth of gold there. So I always pick up these manual wind watches, wait till I get a bunch of them, and then sell them in a group. Another filigree bracelet, silver, broken clasp on this one, so that'll be pretty much scrap. I got this gold-filled bracelet. This is gold-filled, and then this looks like gold-filled, but I'm not sure. But either way, nice, cool little vintage Trojan pendant there. And I got a couple of silver dimes. These were $2 a piece. They're both 1964 Ds. You know, that's probably more than the scrap, I'm guessing. But $2 for silver dimes, not bad. I just throw this in the collection. These I tend to save any of the coins because it's almost impossible to find coins around here. So pick those up. Got a small bag of just miscellaneous earrings, single earrings. I think there's one or two in there that are probably silver. I'll have to test them. But I always pick up these kind of mixed bags because you really just never know what you're going to find in them. And in this bag I actually did find something pretty cool. I'll show you that in a little bit. But I bought those earrings. One of my probably not so good purchases this week, $25 for this pen, and it's a Schaefer pen, a Schaefer white dot pen, so usually the white dot ones are nicer, but this one is brown in color. It's got a 14 karat gold nib, which I thought, you know, for 25 bucks, 14 karat gold nib pin is not too bad. There you can see it's got the original price tag on it and everything. Vintage with the marble base. It had a nameplate, but that came off, and I'm not too worried about it. But this is only like a $15 to $20 pen, so pretty much just worth the gold nib for the most part. So not the best purchase there. I picked up this First Western Bank, just kind of little bag here, $5. Not worth a bunch of money. I just kind of want this to, you know, store some stuff in. I think it's kind of cool to have vintage storage. So pick that up. Another not so great purchase really, a marine band Honer harmonica, $10. Worth right around $10. This one's in the key of C. It sounds really cool. They're really nice harmonicas, no doubt, but not really worth a ton of money, so I got that. I got this bracelet. It's kind of interesting. It's just big, it's thick. I paid, yeah, right around $18 for that, maybe less, I don't remember. I bought it because, you know, it's kind of unusual. It feels like gold filled or silver or some kind of mixed metal. It's definitely different. It could be just all brass for all I know, but a really nice design actually on it, and it's thick, and I think if I sit on this for a while, someone is gonna buy it and love it because it's nice and heavy, and it's just a real cool bracelet. So I picked that up just because I didn't want to leave it behind. So there's that. So I would say this is probably the worst purchase of the week. It's not like incredibly terrible. but I should have just left this behind. I really didn't look hard enough at it, so I paid $75 for this shaving stuff. This is a, little brush, Bakelite brush, vintage. Um, it's pretty nice, and then this nice sharpening block there, and then a bunch of straight razors. And I've tried buying straight razors before, but they really just don't sell that well unless like they have the original box or by like a really famous company. They have like a really fancy handle or something. So I looked at a few of these, and they looked good. I was like, okay, those are cool. I can get probably $10 a piece. There's 8 of those in here. That should be easily $80, and then maybe there's a nice one. But it turned out that there is a couple in here that are broken. I'm not sure if I can find it. I just checked a few, and turns out like the nicest one in here is actually broken. Let me see if I can find any of the broken ones. But like I said, it's not the worst purchase in the world. But like, here we go. I think it's this one. That one's got a big old chunk missing out of it. A lot of these names I can't really find too much information about them online. But I think I have another straight razor in the garage somewhere. So I'll put that in here and list it all together with everything. And I think I'll get my money back, but probably not a whole lot of profit there. So there's those. So enough of the bad purchases. Let's show you some of the good finds this week. One of them was this piece. This was sitting in the kitchen window, which was kind of random. And I just noticed that it has that gold wash interior. And I've told you guys a little bit about these gold wash interiors. It's to prevent any kind of corrosion, like if there was salt in here or like maybe creamer or something. You wouldn't want it to get corroded, so they gold plated it, which is an expensive process. So that was just kind of the first thing that tipped me off here. And the other thing is obviously the color. You notice that there's no green, there's no purple, there's no like weird rainbowing colors in this. It's just all black, and that's how silver should tarnish. And then so I looked at the marking on the bottom, and please ignore my terrible focusing, still working on getting a new lens. You're not going to be able to see very much there, but so there's a mark there, which is very rubbed, but you can see it a little bit. So I saw that marking. It looks like European markings that I've seen before, but still not really enough to give it away as silver. And you're really not going to be able to see this, but right there on the handle are two little dimples right there. You can kind of see the impression there. That's another set of hallmarks. So anytime I see something that is double hallmarked, that is definitely a good sign that it's silver. Almost every piece I've found that is double hallmarked is silver. So like, why would you hallmark the handle if it was silver plated? You would just mark the bottom or whatever. So I looked up the mark and I was able to find it. This little mark here is from Austria. It is an Austrian silver mark. It's got a little A there, which is for Vienna. So this was made in Vienna, Austria. I believe it dates to like the early 1800s, maybe late 1700s. Extremely old piece, and it's actually, I believe, 80% silver. It might be 81.2% exactly, but around 80% silver. This weighs 136 grams. I paid $5, so that's got to be worth at least 60 in scrap, but probably worth more just as a cool antique piece. I really like the design on this one, so I got that. So this week I took a chance on some jade. I've been trying to buy a good piece of jade forever. And I'm hoping that this piece is at least somewhat better than what I typically find. It certainly looks like it. So it was $95 for the one piece and $30 for the other piece is what they were asking. So I offered, I was like, hey, I'm really interested, but that's a little bit much for me. How about $100 for the pair of them? And they took it, no problem. Just because I figured that way I could kind of, hedge my bets there and figure I could at least get some money out of the darker piece and then hopefully get whatever the rest of the money is out of the nicer piece. But I've talked about Jade several times in my videos, and you can kind of see the difference here very clearly, hopefully if my camera can pick it up, the difference between a nephrite jade and a jadeite jade. So you can see that this dark stuff here is the nephrite jade, whereas the lighter colored one is a jadeite jade. So the jadeite jade is generally more expensive. This piece is nephrite and silver. It's just got a barrel clasp. I don't get much for these nephrite pieces, not to say that it's bad. It still looks very nice. Maybe 35 bucks, 50 bucks on a really good day. But the real one I wanted here was this piece, and I'm going to try and show you as best as I can. Again, I'm sorry about the focusing issues here, but just so you can kind of get an idea, you can tell that the color is just totally different. There's not as much black speckling. You can see the variations in the color. There's just a much nicer quality here. You can see some of them are different colors. They're not all even. This jadeite stuff, it kind of sparkles. I mean, it's got such a deeper color and pattern to it than your typical jade. And I'm going to go ahead and shine a light behind some of this, hopefully, and not blind you. Because that's what you'll see a lot of professional jade buyers doing, is they carry around a light, and they'll shine a light through this so you can kind of see the quality of it. Well, I was hoping that this was going to work on my camera, but it kind of doesn't really help that much. You can't really see into the stone as well on my camera. Maybe you can in the video better than what I can see on my little screen here, but you'll see a lot of people shine lights through the jade or hold it up to the sun, because that lets you see into the stone, see if there's any big color variations and that sort of thing. So yeah, I think this is a nice piece of jade. You can just see the quality is definitely better than what I'm used to seeing. It's got just a nice color, and I don't know, it's got a marking here of some Chinese lettering, which I think is a good sign, because that means it wasn't sold for export. If it was sold for export, it would say silver on it, where this is, in Chinese. So hopefully, the bidders on eBay, man, when you post some Chinese characters like this, they can read it. They know what it says. If it says anything good, it could just say silver for all I know. But if it says like, oh, this was, made by some famous maker, they'll know. And I can just post this auction style, and the buyers will know what it is and what it's worth. They'll never tell you what to look for, or like if you have something really good, because they're obviously trying to get it as cheap as possible. But hopefully this turns out to be a few $100 piece. I'm hoping, but I'm not exactly sure. You can tell the quality gets a little bit better towards the bottom. So yeah, I picked up those pieces of jade. So I would say the best profit from this week is going to be out of these picture frames. This picture frame is just incredible. It's sterling silver. I saw this right away. It's like, with the box, it's practically brand new. It's got just an amazing design. I haven't seen a picture frame this nice ever. So I picked this up, $8 for this one, and it's marked down here on the corner. Maybe you can see it right there. Nice, fully marked. And then on the back, it's got a Made in England sticker. I mean, this thing's like practically brand new. Someone paid a whole lot of money for this. I'm glad it wasn't me. But I got 2 of them, which is awesome. I think they are different sizes. Maybe they're the same. I don't know. I can't really tell. They look pretty similar. They're both the same design, at least. Both of them are awesome. I don't know if I'm going to auction these or if I'm just going to put a really high price on it and sit on them. It'll probably be putting a high price on them because these are just awesome. If you look up sterling picture frames, they sell for all kinds of money. But none of them really kind of have this figural design on it, plus, you know, this nice design that goes all the way around, you know, plus they're matching set here with good sizes for your typical picture. So yeah, $8 a piece for those. And the last few pieces here will be the gold. I bought 3 gold rings and I got this little earring. So this little earring came out of the bag of junk earrings that you saw earlier, that were just total junky costume earrings, maybe 1 or 2 silver ones. But I saw this fall out of there, and that is definitely a diamond. It's marked 14 karat. That's about a 1/4 carat diamond. It's really small. But even just being a small little diamond, still worth anywhere between $75 and $100 just for that little tiny thing. That's all it takes to make your day, you know. I should have no problem selling that. A Black Hills gold ring. It's kind of hard to see the design. There you go. It's kind of a multicolor design. It is not marked, you know, for gold. It's just marked Cripple Creek on the inside there, which is actually a pretty famous company that makes the 10 karat gold Black Hills stuff. Really nice design. Obviously, it's just a setting, but it's really not that difficult to pop a stone in there. This was $35. It weighs about 4 grams, so I would say anywhere between 75 and 100 just for that setting. And I picked up this, again, 10 karat gold. This one is marked on the inside there. It's MA10K, which is Michael Anthony. This one was $35 again. Weighs about 3 grams. I think it's a $75 to $100 ring as well. Nice piece there. And for whatever reason, this one was $8, and it's got the same exact mark as the other one. So it's a Michael Anthony ring. I'm trying to focus there. But yeah, only $8 for that one. Was maybe 2.5 grams. Again, around a $75 ring. So if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.